Welcome 3D printing community friends. Henry here. Welcome to Henry's Workshop. This will be my first YouTube video on unboxing the Ender3 Max. I have to thank Creality for sending me this machine for review. Let's take a look. In the box we have your filament, a bag of nuts, screws, tools, whatnot. Pretty standard for Creality machines. Take a look at that later. Power cord, a spool holder, and I think that's the other part of the spool holder. That is the extruder, the gantry, and that's the power supply right there. That is the screen. As you can see, it still uses the old Creality screen, so yeah. So I'm going to move the machine to the floor and then unbox this and then build it. I don't think it'll take very long to build, but we'll see, And then afterward, we'll do a test print. Okay, I'm going to make some space for the actual machine. I highly recommend get someone to help you, otherwise you might damage the wire. You grab this part, yes, and then I'll grab the bottom. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think so. I think that's good. Thanks. All right. Whoa. Okay. So there. The machine is assembled. I think. Mostly. Ow. I'm almost done. These screws takes forever. I'm sorry, guys.
We gotta fast forward that clip.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's gonna be like fast forward. Yes, I am almost done. On the side, we have the Z-axis. Let's plug that in. I'm just installing the power supply right now. Done. So simple. Done. And then, wow, I just can't believe this is really easy to assemble compared to the Ender3 V2. So that's the old Ender3 screen. So I'm just installing the display right now. I would have to connect the power supply. They come with these XT60 connectors from the power supply to the to the main board, which I have to connect. Done. Got it. Just gotta clip it in. All right. I think in terms of the assembly, it is done. Just turn it on and see. Gonna turn it on. If magic smoke comes out, it's gonna be like this moment. Okay. There you go, it turns on. Perfect. I need to calibrate the bed. So I need to lower the bed. Make it lower. turn it on again. Does turn on. It is a little loud though. The next thing, I'm gonna open up the Creality printer. The Creality filament. Just gonna feed it. The printer overall builds very easily. It takes no time to build at all. Now that I've finished putting together this machine and did a test print on it, so what is my final thoughts? From someone who doesn't build 3D printer on a regular basis, I do find the assembly process of the Ender3 Max were very simple. Given that I've only put together the Ender5 Pro and the Ender3 2, I think by far the Ender3 Max take the least amount of time to be put together. I think for an average user, which I consider myself average, it will probably take less than 30 minutes. All the wire management have already pre-done on this machine. So you simply just have to plug the wire, which already pre-labeled into the appropriate stepper motors, end stop, LCD screen, and power supply. Then you're pretty much done. It's quite simple. The machine also is running on a single Z-axis lead screw, but I don't find that the X-axis is sagging that much. So I've been able to do the bed leveling pretty easily without much issues. As for the overall print quality, I find I'm amazed for what it actually produced out of the box. I simply just opened Prusa Slicer and just edited the default Ender3 profile to 300 by 300 by 340 millimeter, and I printed a few small parts. The quality that came out of this printer is pretty amazing out of the box. So it's very high resolution. I'm quite impressed. I do notice I have a tendency to accidentally touch the extruder fan whenever I try to move the X-axis around. So I think printing a shroud to cover that will be better, because for some reason I always just accidentally touch it. So that would be my recommendation. There are a few things I want to nitpick. For one, I think the machine itself can have some better labeling on the component itself. So say for example, the XYZ motor can have some sticker label saying XYZ motor. So when you're plugging in the wire into the motors, then the user doesn't need to second guess whether the cable it's plugged into the proper components. Also, I understand the purpose of this printer is to really cut costs, but adding a belt tensioner would have been very nice.